Fine. Let's start, dear students. Hello and very good afternoon, dear students. How are you all? I hope all of you are doing great, dear students. This is Somesh Shodhya and we are going to have our first class of mathematics. How are you all? It feels great to be back of being part of KALAM batch once again, and I'm very excited to take forward all the syllabus. How are you, dear students? This is our first interaction. We didn't had any class yesterday, but from today onwards we are going to have our maths class as well. Fine. So before we start the entire syllabus, we are going to see that how exactly we are going to cover the entire syllabus and what exactly you have to do. Okay. So we are not just straight away going to start with our first chapter. Instead, we are going to first of all learn that how exactly you need to watch these lectures in order to take the full output from it. How to productively watch these lectures and what homework you need to do in order to take the full benefit of these lectures. Okay. I hope all of you are doing great, dear students. This is Somesh Shodhya and we are going to start with the first thing, what exactly you need to do. Okay. So, what you need to do. I'll keep this brief, okay. I'll keep this brief. Let me check. Yes, everybody is here. Let me first of all discuss that how exactly we are going to take the entire syllabus. Okay. First thing is that how to make notes, or what exactly will be your exact notebook. Okay. First of all, let us understand that it is very important. It is very important to make notes. Okay. It is very important to make notes, but making these notes sometimes hampers your study also, your productivity also. So how to efficiently make notes as well as understand things, this is the first thing that we are going to see. So first thing is that you have to make 2 notebooks. Okay. For maths, you have to make 2 notebooks. Okay. 2 notebooks. What is the purpose of these 2 notebooks? Let me tell you. First, notebook 1, notebook 2. Dear students, I have a habit of writing things nicely with a good handwriting, neat and clean thing. My board work is like fair enough that you are able to understand, that you'll be able to understand it. Okay. So in your notebook 1, you don't need to write the theory portion. Please avoid writing the theory portion. You don't need to write the theory portion. In notebook 1, you only need to write the illustrations. After every lecture, my handwritten notes and my beautiful notes will be given to you in your class plus section. Okay, in your class plus note section. Once the chapter is completed, what you have to write? You have to write the illustration. What exactly illustration is? Illustrations are the set of questions which I make you solve in order to teach you the theory and in order to test how much theory you have learned or what exactly is missing. So these are the questions that I'll be giving you throughout the year in the classes. Illustration is basically those questions that I make you solve in the class. So those questions, you have to write the question. If the question is small, you can write that small question. If the question is long, you can briefly write the given and what exactly you need to find, that portion you can do. Okay. So you do only need to write the illustration. If you are your handwriting is so fast that you are able to write with the class, then well and good. Else you should avoid writing it. Okay. After the chapter ends, I'll give you one PDF which will be around 70, 75, 80 pages, one PDF that will contain the entire theory portion, whatever we have learned. So we don't need to worry about that. That one PDF will contain the entire theory. Once you want to revise the theory, you will just open that PDF, you'll scroll through entire theory, you'll watch the illustration, you are ready for any question that is going to come in front of you. Okay. So I hope that this portion is clear. Now the next notebook 2 is for what? After every lecture, almost every lecture, I will be giving you a pre-DPP. What is a pre-DPP? What is pre-DPP? Pre-DPP is something which has questions exactly based upon the concept that we have learned. So this pre-DPP helps you to revise all the concepts that you have learned in the class with the help of questions. So this pre-DPP I am going to give after every class. If you want to see, in today's class also, I have attached a pre-DPP and this is your pre-DPP 1. Okay, this is your pre-DPP 1. You can check the questions. You can check the questions. Some questions from NCERT also. Okay, so these are the questions. So first thing, it's clear that pre-DPP is something I'll give. Apart from that, let us write all the resources from where you have to practice question. Okay. First is your pre-DPP. Second is your SciAstra DPP that we have given to you. Okay. I will be giving you homework like solve this DPP and you are going to solve it, and you are going to solve it here only. Pre-DPP also you are going to solve here. DPP also you are going to solve here. After pre-DPP and DPP, from your mastering book, I'll be like dictating you questions. Solve question number 1 to 7, 8 to 9, like this. That also you are going to solve here only. Mastering book. What are the resources from where you have to practice question? Pre-DPP, DPP, mastering book. Once I say mastering book, I mean IIT and NEST PYQ also. Why? Because the mastering book contains questions from IIT, like mastering book contains all the IIT and NEST PYQs also. So these are the resources, the major resources that you have to follow for each and every chapter. You have to follow all these for each and every chapter. Now, once you have completed all these in your notebook too, and you send that pic, and you send that pic to me on Telegram. I'll be sharing you something. I'll be revealing it at the end of the lecture. Once you send me that, sir, I have completed all these things and now I'm ready for more resources. Then I'll be suggesting you maybe some book question, maybe JEE Mains PYQ, maybe JEE Advanced PYQ. I'll be suggesting you. These are the portion for those students who are only and only preparing for IIT and NEST. IIT and NEST. You have to complete all of them. If you are able to complete this for all the chapters, you are well and good, like you are enough prepared to solve 13 or 14 questions out of 15. Okay. Okay. No, 2.0 students are not getting that mastering book. Okay, 3.2 are getting. I guess it will be delivered to them their home soon. Now, for students who are preparing for JEE and NEET also, there are students who are preparing for JEE and NEET also. They have to solve the JEE Mains and Advanced PYQs too. Fine. They are going to solve the JEE Mains and Advanced PYQs too. For students preparing only for IIT and NEST, if after completion they also want, they can also go and solve JEE Mains PYQ. It will never harm them. But first and foremost, your responsibility is that all of these things should be completed. Once these are completed, you want some extra question, you can come here. But if you're only and only preparing for IIT and NEST, only and only after completion of this, go to this. Okay. If you're preparing for IIT, JEE and IIT and NEST also, cover this portion also. If you have covered all of these, you are well and good enough for all the exams that you are going to appear. And also, even after completion of all these, if you still have time, I can suggest you some books from where you can solve questions. But this will only be done once you solve all of them and you show me the proof of it. Okay, that proof will be your notebook too. You don't need to write each and every very cleanly with different pens. No, write with a single pen. Just you should make sure that you are able to understand your own handwriting at the end of the course, or at the end when you want to revise. These things should be readable to you people only. Okay, so these are the things. DPP 1 notebook 1 contains illustration, 2 will contain this. These are the resources that you need to follow. These I will be giving you homework. You don't need to solve it by yourself. I'll be telling you that solve this, solve this, solve this, and in the end of the lecture you will see that all of these things will be solved. Okay, I'll be giving you homework according to the topics that I am teaching. At the end of the lectures or at the end of the chapter, you'll get to see that all of them are completed. Okay, everything is completed. I hope that these things are clear. These things are clear. Everything is aligned. Now, what exactly we are going to get? Live lectures we are getting, like from my side. Okay, live lectures we are getting. But dear students, there are two things I wanted to give you extra, which I like every year I give you. There are some recorded lectures also. Recorded lectures also. There are some recorded lectures also that I will be giving you. What will be these recorded lectures? Will these recorded lectures be of the course? No. The entire course will be going on the live format only. All the lectures, all the syllabus will be covered in live format only. These recorded lectures are for what? Let me tell you. These recorded lectures are what? These recorded lectures are for some PCB students also, some PCM students also. Like there are two types of students that are appearing over here. Some are from PCM background who have studied maths earlier. Some are from PCB background who are very new to maths, who haven't studied maths yet. I want to cater both of them. I will not be leaving any of them, and my specialization is in PCB students only. Okay, like across India, you can see that there is nobody having more experience than me teaching these PCB students. Okay, teaching these PCB students maths. Nobody has more experience than me. So what exactly we are going to do? These live lectures are for all, for all. Okay. These recorded lectures, although the access will be given to all of the students, but I will be recording some lectures for PCB students. Like there are some topics in maths which require little prior or little prerequisites or little pre-mathematical understanding. And mathematical understanding is something which takes time. You cannot develop mathematical understanding in a single day. So there are some topics like logarithm. In logarithm, thus in live lectures, I'll simply go with the derivation of the property and I'll simply start with the questions. But their PCB students will face problem because I know, because I have been teaching PCB students since last 7 years now. So I will know that where exactly they face problem. So the moment or the topics where I feel that the PCB students will start facing some problem, before those topics, I will be recording some pre-lectures or I'll be giving some pre-lecture where it is ironic. So where I will be telling you the basics, okay, the basics of logarithm, little basic questions which will help you to develop your mathematical understanding, and because of which in the live classes you will feel good. You will feel that you are with them. You are not somebody who is learning that for the first time, okay. So there will be some recorded lecture for PCB students in those topics where I feel that PCB students will be facing problem. I know where you people face problem. I will record those lectures. Even if you tell me that, sir, in these topics we are facing problem, we PCB students are facing problem, there I will help you. There I'll record some extra video for you, okay. No, you have to purchase the mastering book only. I cannot provide you online. Okay, that is not permitted here. Either you are from 3.0, you will get that in your home only. It will be delivered to you. If not, then you can buy it also. I don't know what is the process. You can ask at SciAstra support what is the process to buy the mastering books. Okay, so you can buy those books. Those are very good books. Okay. 2025 version will also work. The thing is that questions are changed, some questions are changed, and PYQs also, or 2026 PYQs are also added. If you can buy it, okay. I don't know how to buy it. I'll see this and I'll tell you in the next class, okay. I don't have the exact idea about that. Now, the next thing. So, for PCB students, I will be recording the basics, okay, the basic videos where they face problem. Now, for PCM students, there will be some recorded videos I will be giving, because I know that PCM students are also preparing for IIT, JEE, mains and advanced. So, here I'll be including in the class notes also I'll be including few PYQs of JEE, but we will be more specific to IIT, and the IIT pattern, the question, the PYQs will be more focused on IIT in S1. But I know that PCM students are preparing for JEE Advanced and mains also. So for them, I'll be recording PYQ session. Once the chapter is over, I will record all the PYQs. I will record all the PYQs of advanced and the selected PYQs of mains, because from 21 to 25 there are 26 there are around 150 200 question each chapter. So it is not possible to record all the JEE mains PYQs. It is not possible. So PYQs for JEE mains, I will record the most probable, or most probable means which are the most unique PYQs, okay. And JEE Advanced, I will record all the PYQs from 2006 to 2026, all the PYQs. For JEE Advanced, these all I will record and I'll give it to you. You can solve it by yourself and you can check your solution. You can check the best solution that is possible. This I'll be giving you. I've also been teaching JEE Mains and Advanced since last 6 years. Okay, parallelly I'm teaching to both the students. So I am very much versed with all these things. Okay, so this I will be giving. This I will be giving. This is for PCM students. If some PCB students also want, the access will be given to you. The access will be given to you. Okay, The access will be given to, like, there is nothing like PCM and PCB. All of you are PCMB now, okay? All of you are PCMB now. There is no batch segregation. These, like, PCM students also have access to this. PCB students also have access to this. Everybody will have access to all of these things. Just that PCB students preferably should watch this. PCM should watch this. If you are PCM and you are facing problem, you can definitely come here and see. If you are PCB student and you want to know more, you can definitely go and see this. Like, extra knowledge never harms, given that all of thing is like sustainably you are taking things, okay? Yes, Nitigya Soni. In notebook 1 only class question, in notebook 2 DPP, pre-DPP and mastering stuff. These PYQs also, if you want, you can solve in DPP, notebook 2. Okay, or if you want, you can make a notebook 3 that will be a JE specific book. For PCM student who are preparing for JE also, this will be your JE specific. Okay, JE specific copy where you can write the JE mains and advanced PYQ. So this is something which is my extra effort, which was not claimed, but I am doing this effort for you. Also, this is for basics and everybody has to do this. Okay, done everyone. Entire thing is clear. What exactly we are going to get in the entire course, this notebooks, things, everything is clear. Come on, give me a thumbs up that everything is clear and we can start with our formal first chapter. Okay, we can start with our first chapter. Come on, tell me if everything is clear. Clear? Am I able to convey myself? Clear? Clear like water. Great. Some students are asking doubt. Let me see. Sir, if someone is targeted JEE mains, then I can know what syllabus will be. Like, syllabus point of view, everything will be completed. Every single, because we are covering for NEST also, na? So for theory point of view, everything will be completed. Don't worry. You don't need to do any extra theory for JEE. Okay. Sir, there is any book set only for maths by SciAstra? Nitigya, I don't think so. Like, how we are going to proceed? Okay, John. I'm preparing for ISI, so the syllabus is quite different. Yes, you have to go for ARYABHATA then. In ARYABHATA batch, na, Vatsal sir is taking. All sorted. Do we need JEE sums? No, Sadhana, no. You don't need to do JEE sums, but yes, if you want, it will help you only, okay? It is not the bare minimum thing, it will help you. So how many questions should we practice daily? That is subjective. How to make notes? I have told you that, Atisha. Only you have to write the examples and all, okay? You don't need to write the entire thing. Now I have seen all your doubts. This is completed. Now, we are starting with our first chapter, that is FOM. Now, the first confusion is that what exactly is FOM? Because you will never see something like FOM in NCERT. What exactly is FOM? FOM is a mixture of multiple topics or multiple subtopics that you need to do. FOM is something which will help all the biology background student who haven't learned maths yet to come on the same stage. Because I want that till the end of the FOM, there will be nothing like PCB and PCM. All of you will be PCMB student because all the basics will be covered. So in FOM, I'll be starting with set. Then I'll be covering basic maths. I hope you have heard of these chapters. Basic maths contains what? Basic maths contains symbols. I'll be telling you the mathematical symbols that usually come, symbols, some points to remember, some identities, inequalities, logarithm. These all things will be in basic math. So these two chapters when combined, it will be this. ARYABHATA classes is for ISI and CMI. Those students who are preparing for ISI and CMI, for those, you can go for ARYABHATA batch in our SciAstra. Or if you are only preparing for IIT and NEST, don't go anywhere, just stay stick. And you cannot prepare ISI, CMI and IIT and NEST at the same time, okay? Target only 1 or 2 exams together. If the exams have different syllabus, how can you target them together, okay? So target first of all IIT and NEST if you are IIT and NEST aspirant. If you are ISI, CMI aspirant, like do the preparation separately, okay? You should not be mixing those things. Now, let's start with our first chapter, Fundamentals of Mathematics, where we are going to start with the set theory first. Okay, this is our lecture number 1, and today recap is nothing. First class. This is first class. So how can there be some recap? Okay, so first class, and our topic for today is set. Okay, we are going to cover the set. Done. Yes, trigonometry will be in basic maths only. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Yes. Trigo will be the last topic. Yes, I forgot to write it. Trigonometry formulas will be done over here. Okay. Although trigonometry is not at all a very important topic for IIT and NEST, but those formulas are very important because that will be used in the entire curriculum. So there trigonometry will also be learning. Okay. Let's start. First class, set theory. Let's start. What exactly is set, dear students? Now let's focus on the syllabus. I guess everything all is sorted now and we can focus on syllabus now. So what is set? Dear students, set is a collection of well-defined object. Now what do I mean by well-defined object? Well-defined object means that those objects should be mathematically defined. What is mathematically defined? For example, I say that somebody is tall, somebody is short, dwarf, somebody is rich, somebody is poor. These things are relative things. What do I mean by relative things? For example, I am an earning person, okay, I am an earning individual. So it is very obvious that I'll be richer than you because you are students. But if I compare myself with the CEO of SciAstra, so I will be poor in front of him. You are like, I am rich in front of you. So these things are relative. These are not mathematically defined. So set is a collection of well-defined objects. If you are able to define those collection, then you will say that it is set. So let's start with the basic definition, which says that set is a collection of well-defined objects. Now, if I ask you set of natural number less than 7, so collection of natural number less than 7, is it a set? Collection of natural number less than 7. So natural number less than 7 is mathematically defined. What are the numbers that are less than 7, which are natural number also? You will say that, sir, those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the numbers. It is mathematically defined. If you are answering this question, or I am answering this question, or anybody else is answering this question, this answer will remain same. Why? Because this thing is mathematically defined. So this is a set. Yes, this is a set because this is mathematically defined. But if I ask you set of rich people in Delhi, now rich people in Delhi is something which is very relative because I am richer than you, somebody is richer than me, somebody else is richer than him also. So this is a relatively defined thing. So I'll say that no, not at all. It is not at all a set. It is not at all a set. I hope that this is clear. Let's come to the representation of set, dear students. Let's come to the next topic, that is representation of set. Now I am going to teach you how do we need to represent a set. So what we are going to learn? We are going to learn the representation of set. Now, there are two methods to represent a set. First is roster form. Let us first of all understand the roster form. Okay, there are two methods to represent a set. First is roster. What exactly is roster form? Yes, when I fix the money, like Kiran said, if I said that set of people having more than 10 CR money, then that becomes a set because we have defined it. It is a well-defined thing. Greater than, it is in fact mathematically defined also, it is logically defined. Instead of mathematically defined, we should say that it should be logically defined, okay? Yes, definitely, Pashupuliti, yes, definitely. Now, let's come to the roster form. What exactly is roster form? In roster form of representing, because now we want to learn, we have got to know that what exactly is set and what is not set. Now we are going to learn that if we get to know that this is a set, how to represent it. So for representing, what I will say that in roster form, we simply make curly braces and we write the elements. Separated by commas. We simply write elements under curly braces separated by commas. If I write it, so we don't need to write these things, everything is typed very clean, neat and clean. So we write all the element in curly braces separated by commas, very easy. For example, set of natural number less than 7, okay. If I am going to write set of natural number less than 7, how can I write it? So I know that what are the natural number less than 7? Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will write all of them under curly braces separated by comma. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, done. Done. I have written all the numbers less than 7 and in curly braces separated by commas. Is it clear or not? So this is what is your roster form. This is what is your roster form. If I say write the set of vowels. Vowels is logically defined. You know what are vowels? Set of vowels in English alphabet. So you will say that those are basically A, E, I, O, U. Done. As simple as that. As simple as that. Nothing to worry about. Clear? So what is roster form? Let's see this. In this case, we write all the elements of a set in curly braces, between curly braces, separated by commas is not written. You can write it. You can write it, okay? Separated by comma. You can separate it by comma. Example also I have given to you. You can write the example here. A, E, I, O, U. Now, this is clear. Roster form is very easy. Just make curly braces, write the elements, separate by commas. Okay, done. But there is a problem with roster form. What is the problem with roster form? There is a problem with roster form. If I say that write all the natural numbers, write all the like if I no, you don't need to write anything. You don't need to write until and unless there is some question. You don't need to write it. Okay, examples and all these all will be given to you. Okay, don't need to write also. Focus on understanding. Okay, focus on understanding. If you are very fast in writing, you want to write your desired writing, you can write it. But again, you can focus on understanding first. Next, there is a problem with this roster form. If I say that set of natural number or natural number, is it a set? Natural number, is it a set? Collection of natural number, is it a set? Come on, tell me first of all. Collection of natural number, is it a set? You will say that, sir, yes, definitely it is a set. It is logically defined. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are natural numbers, defined. How can you say that something is defined? If I am giving you any general number, 487, and if I am asking you, is it a natural number? You will say that yes, because there is a logic behind it. So it is logically defined. It is logically defined. But if you want to write it with roster form, how can you write it with roster form? You will say that, sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, 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 no. There is a problem. You need to write it like this. Dash, 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 dash. Why? Because you cannot write infinitely many numbers within curly braces like this. There is a problem to it. So this problem is solved by our next method of representation, that is set builder form. Set builder form. Okay, it will be resolved by the set builder form. Okay, what is the set builder form, dear students? Set builder form says that we are not going to write all the elements separated by comma. Instead, I will write it like this in curly braces. I'll write a number x and I'll write double dot like this. X, this is known as such that. This double dot is known as such that. So x such that, here I'll write a property. Here I'll write a property. That's it. A property related to x. Related to x. Here I'll write a property related to x. Now try to understand. All the x that will be following this property will be present over here. As simple as that. All the x that will satisfy this property will be present in this set. This is simply what I have done. I have written x as that I have written a property or property related to x. You don't want to write, simply write property. All the numbers that will satisfy this property will be written over here. For example, if I want to write set of natural number, I'll say that I'll write x such that x is a natural number. Now this is much better because here we don't need to write everything. Here we can write a property only. Superb method. We can simply write a property and everything will be done. So this is something which is known as set builder form, where we write the property instead of writing all the numbers. I hope that these two are clear. Roster form, set builder forms are clear. We can have the formal definition also. that in this case the element's property is written between curly braces. Okay, in this it is something like X as that property. Okay, the set contains all element of the type which satisfy the property given over here. Very important. That's why I said now you don't need to write anything. Everything is neat and clean, everything is shown to you over here. You just need to revise. At the end of the lecture, at the end of the chapter, I'll be giving you a one PDF which will contain around 70, 80, 90 page or maybe 100 page that will contain the entire theory portion. You can check and you can tell me. If everything is clear, you can tell me. Come on. Come on, I am looking into the chats. Representation is clear. Roster form, property or set builder form. So, are you able to understand everything? Are you people synchronized with me? So, this is very important that roster form also has a new name, that is tabular method. Okay? And set builder form also has a new name, that is property method. Okay? So, this name is there. There is nothing in name. Just you need to understand the property. Okay? Done. Clear, clear, clear. Great, 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 great. Let's move ahead. Let's write it. This, if you see, this is your set builder form, and now you need to convert it into tabular form, or you need to convert it into roster form. Okay, roster form. Can you convert it? Come on, solve. Solve. This is given in your set builder form. You need to convert it into sir. If I write x such that x is a vowel, is that roster? No, it is set builder form. Monshita, it is set builder form. It is not roster form. Roster is something where you make curly braces and you write the things. Okay. Come on. How many of you are able to solve this? Come on. See. In this set, we need to write it into roster form. So basically, what do we need to write? We need to write this, convert this set builder into roster form. So first of all, let's clear out this. What is this? X is a natural number and x is less than or equal to 5. So let's first of all figure out what exactly this is written. Okay. X is a natural number and x is less than or equal to 5. What does that mean? Here I am talking about x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it is said that x is a natural number and x is less than or equal to 5. So if x is less than or equal to 5 and x is a natural number, these are the numbers I am talking about. So this property is solved. These are the x that are satisfying this property. So what are all the x that are satisfying these properties? These are the x. Now the question is, what exactly this set has? This set doesn't have x. In this set, you don't need to write x. In this set, you need to write x by 2. Are you able to understand this? In this set, we don't need to write x. We need to write x by 2. What are all the x? What are all the x that are satisfying this property? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in our set, we need to write x by 2. So x by 2 means 1 by 2, 2 by 2, 3 by 2, 4 by 2, 5 by 2. Are you able to understand this? I don't want x by 2 to be integer. I want x to be integer. Some people only have written 1 and 2 because they feel that these are not integer, so they should not be present. No, I need to solve this property and we need to check what are the x that are following this property, and according to this I need to write the x by 2. Is it clear or not? Come on. Everybody in the chats. Everybody in the chats. Come on. What I exactly need to write? X by 2. X by 2. Clear? Great, superb, great response. I liked it. In YouTube also we can check. I am already enrolled in Raman batch. You are great, bhaiya. Thank you so much, Manish Yadav bhai. I am teaching in Raman batch also. I am teaching in KALAM batch also. So thank you so much. Clear? If it is clear, try solving this question. If it is clear, try solving this question. If you are not able to understand the previous question, you can wait. This is on YT2. This first class is live on YT also. This first class is live on YT also. After this, there will be no class on Wi-Fi. YT. The first class is live for all, so that everybody can see how exactly we are going to study. Okay, just for them. Okay, some people have doubt, so that's why. Come on, solve this question. If you're not able to understand the previous question, with the help of this question, you'll be able to understand that. Don't worry about that. Okay, with the help of this question, you'll be able to understand that. Come on, come on. I'm looking at your chats. 6 and 12. Uday Pratap Singh Ragwanshi has said 6 and 12. Great. Anybody else who is having his answer? Six 12, 6 12. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see. Let's see. This simply means that belongs to. Okay, we will learn this in our symbol chapter. But till then, I'm telling you this. This means belongs to. Okay. First of all, let us write all the x that are satisfying this property. Okay. First of all, let us write all the x that are satisfying this property. So, what are all the x that are satisfying this property? Come on, tell me. What are all the x that are satisfying this property? Come on. So, you will say that x is a natural number, x is less than 7 and x by 3 is integer. So, first of all, write this x natural number and less than 7. So, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the natural number which are less than or equal to 7 and which are natural number also. So, is it clear? Is it clear? Now, I wanted that it should be natural number. I wanted it should be less than 7. I also want x by 3 to be integer. Now, let's see that what are all the x which when divided by 3 will give me integer. So, if I divide this by 3, this by 3, this by 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. How many of them are integer? So, 1 by 3 is not an integer, 2 by 3 is not an integer, but 3 by 3 is an integer, 4 by 3 not an integer, 5 by 3 not an integer, 6 by 3 is an integer, 7 by 3 is again not an integer. So, what are the x that are satisfying all of them? What are the x that are satisfying all of them? So, those values of x are 3 and 6, because 3 and 6 are the x which are natural number also, which are less than or equal to 7 also, and which when divided by 3 will be integer also. So, all these three properties are correct. Okay. But we don't need x in our set, we need 2x. So, exactly what our set will be 2 into 3, 2 into 6. This is our roster form. Come on in the chats, everyone. Like, your energy should always be high. Okay, your energy should always be high, your mentor's energy also and your energy also should always be high in the session, so that you will be enjoying the session. If your energy is down, you will be carrying the session, you will not be enjoying the session. Okay. Yes. Come on. Clear? Clear? One more question. X such that x is equal to 2y minus 1 and y belongs to natural number and y is less than equal to solve it. Solve it. Solve it, solve it, solve it. Just because I saw that you people are understanding and you people are solving very fast, I am giving you one more question. Try solving it. Try solving it. Come on. I want answers. I want answers. You will say that, first of all, I will write all the x that are satisfying this. And those are the x that I want to write. Great. Previous question. See, I wanted those x which are natural number also, which are less than 7 also, and which when divided by 3 will give me integer. I wanted those x which are natural number, which are less than or equal to 7, and which when divided by 7 will give you, which when divided by 3 will give me integer. So, those x are basically 3 and 6 only, because 3 and 6 are only those natural number which are less than 7 also, or equal to 7 also, and which when divided by 3 will give us integer also, because 3 by 3 is also integer, 6 by 3 is also integer. So these were the x that were required, and we required 2x, so we have multiplied 2 to it, we got the answer. Clear? This question. So you people can say that first of all, let's see what are the y's that are following this. Okay, so y are basically y are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now what are the x? So x is basically 2y minus 1. So 2 into y minus 1. So 2 into 1 minus 1. 2 into 2 minus 1. 2 into 3 minus 1. 2 into 4 minus 1. 2 into 5 minus 1. 2 into 6 minus 1. 2 into 7 minus 1. Done. Solve. Answer. Clear? First of all, we saw that what are the y that is following it, what are the x, we have simply written like this. If you are able to understand this, I can give you a few more questions. Looking at your response, I got to know that you people are grabbing the things a little fast. So I want you to solve one more question. Okay. Till now, I was giving you question in set builder form, and I wanted you to convert the question into roster form. Okay. I was giving you question into set builder form, and I wanted you to convert the question into set roster form. Now I am changing the question. I am changing the question. I am changing the question. I am giving you a question in roster form. I am giving you a question on roster form. I want you to convert it into set builder form. Come on. I have given you a question in set builder form, and I want you to convert it into set roster form. Sorry, set roster form. I want you to convert it into set builder form. Come on. Come on. I'm just sitting so that you can see the entire question. So this becomes play the games. Just a minute. Let me see your chat. So this becomes exponentially hard. I know because I have played these games before. Okay. Okay. Dhwaj, I know like this is kind of a riddle, but you can solve these type of questions easily sometimes. Great, great, great. People are writing this on chat. I'm glad to know that. Great, great response. That's why I love Kalam batch. I'm sorry this I'm saying on YouTube, but Kalam batch is very, very close to my heart just because of this response. You can say that. I can write it like this. See, we can see that all of them are square of natural number. 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square. So I can say that I can simply write I want x square such that x belongs to natural number and x is less than or equal to 5. As simple as that. Or you can say x such that x is equal to y square and y belongs to natural number and y is less than or equal to 5. Both are correct. Both are correct. No issue. No issues. You can write like this also. Yes. Hirat Mishra, like these were the questions that were not in my PPT also. I'm giving you extra questions. I'm giving you extra time. Come on. Slowly, slowly, easily. Grab this. You can see that it is basically what? 1 square. It is basically what? 2 square. What? 3 square. What? 4 square. What? 5 square. Can you solve it like this? Hirat Mishra, are you able to understand this? If not, you can come on stage. You can raise your hand and you can speak about your doubt. If people are having doubt, you can raise your hand. I can open your mic and you can on mic also you can ask the doubt. Okay, I don't have any issue in that. Is it clear, everyone? Done, 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 done. No, it can't be negative. Why can't we include integer over here? Because integer also contains 0. Okay, if I am saying x less than or equal to 5, so it will also contain 0, and 0 square 0 is not present over there. Are you able to understand this? If you write it as integer, then integer also contains 0, and 0 square should also have 0, but there is no 0 over here. Okay, I hope that these things are clear to you. No, I was saying only negative. Yes, you can say that, but in that case, you have to add some additional information. Okay, this could have been the least. This could have been like second least method. After this, let us understand few things. Okay, few people also refer books after classes. So there are some confusions that you people develop when you see books. Okay, yes, we can write integer minus 0, but try to understand that if I write it as integer, okay, so x less than equal to 5, we have to restrict this also, that from minus 5 less than equal to x less than equal to 5, we have to write like this, except 0. It will be really very cumbersome. Are you able to understand this? Why you need to why you want to complicate it? I can understand that you people are curious enough, but still you don't need to complicate it, okay? Because x less than equal to 5, and if x is a natural number, x is an integer, so minus 10 is also less than 5 or less than or equal to 5. So minus 10 square, 100 is not present. So it will be getting complicated, okay? Now there are some confusion that you people develop when you read books. So for that only I am clearing your confusion. Usually we denote element of a set by small letter and name of a set by capital letter. Usually we denote elements by, usually means what? Usually means that this is not an hard and fast rule, this is just a thumb rule, this is something that is locally followed or it is universally followed, but it is not a rule, it is not something which is a fundamental rule. But usually what we see, we write the name of the set by capital letter and the elements by small letter. If I show you an example, just check this out. X is a vowel. So see, the name of the set is written by capital letter and the elements are written by small letter, A, E, I, O, U, so that there is no confusion. The name of the set is written by capital letter and the elements are written by small letter. But again, it is not a hard and fast rule that need to be followed, okay? Next. So we can definitely say that order is not important. Or let's move ahead. In this point, I'll add that, okay? This was the point that is clear. Now next point. Usually we write values in set from small to bigger values while going from left to right. There is a natural tendency, or in books you will always find that they will write the elements of set from smaller values to bigger values, that is in ascending order. From left to right, they will write the elements in ascending order. Let me show you an example. For example, this question. A is a set that contains 1 by x such that x belongs to natural number. So x is a natural number, that means x is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dot, 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 dot. These are the numbers. So A will have what? A will have elements like 1 by x. A will have elements like 1 by x, okay? A will have elements like 1 by x. So 1 by x means what? It will be more generalized. 1 by x means what? So 1 by x means 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5. But we usually write it from smaller values to bigger value. So we write like this, dot, 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 because here there will be values 1 by 5, 1 by 4, 1 by 3, 1 by 2, 1. See, the biggest value 1 is written in the rightmost and we are going in the ascending order. This is a like thumb rule, again we can say, in everywhere in books, in every standard books you will see this, but again I am saying that it is not necessary. It is not at all necessary. Because people develop this feeling, when they see books, they feel that okay, I will always have to write the elements in ascending order, else my marks will be deducted. No, it is not like that. So that's why I am clarifying everything, because I know that Kalam batch students have a habit of reading books also. Next. So I can say one thing. Order is not important. Order is not important in set. The order in which the elements are written, that is not important in set. That is not at all important, okay? We don't need to worry about that. Last point. In set, we do not write any element more than once. Dear students, in a particular set, following the properties, we get descending order. Still, it is better to write in ascending. No, Gautam, it is not better. Whatever means you want to write, you can write. Just this was to clarify your confusion, okay? In a set, we do not write any element more than once. Dear students, it is irrelevant or it is redundant to write an element more than once in a set, Okay, it is irrelevant, it is redundant. Okay, it is of no meaning. In some books, you will also find that when they write the definition of set, na, they don't say set is a collection of well-defined object. They say that set is a collection of well-defined distinct objects. Because in a set, if you write same element more than once, it is redundant, it is of no use. So that is why in many books you will find that they will say that set is a collection of well-defined distinct objects. But I don't want to clutter so many information in a single definition. That is why I have kept this point separately over here, that in a set we do not write an element more than once. You can check this with the help of this example. If I ask you how many elements are present in this set, what you will tell me? If I ask you how many elements are present in this set, what you will tell me? Come on. Definitely. You will say that, sir, in this set only 4 elements are present, because it is equivalent of saying 1, 2, 3, 5. This 1 is written more than once, that is of no use. That is of no use. Only and only 4 elements are written, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's it. That's it. Is it clear? Is it clear? Everyone, is it clear? Done. Done. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Now let's go for the different terms related to set. Now let's go on and learn the different terms related to set. Now these terms are really very easy. I'll be going very fast through it because these are super easy, super easy. I'm telling you. First is finite set. What is finite set? If a set contains finite number of elements, it is finite set. If a set contains infinite number of elements or infinitely many elements, it is infinite set. As simple as that. As simple as that. See, very easy. If number of elements in a set is finite, it is called finite set. For example, you can check set of vowels. You can write again A, E, I, O, U. Set of natural number which are perfect square and less than 10. So you can say 1, 9, 149. Simple. 149. A, E, I, O, U. Very easy. Finite set means what? Finite set means what? Quality issue. It is lagging. So video is blur. It's blur. Sometimes you are lagging. So the screen is blur. Video quality is poor. But I can see that screen is fine. Is it fine now? Let me see on YT also. In YouTube also I can see the quality is good. No sir. All blur, all blur. Just a minute. Just a minute.
एक सेकेंड कर दो कर दो कर दो यार फोन आ रहा है उसको कौन था अच्छा ठीक है एक सेकेंड सही है सही है Hello everyone, good evening. Is my audio clear? Yeah, if you have not attended yesterday's class, you can watch the recording. Yeah, it is available in the batch, and it's not related to today's topic, so you will not face any difficulty, but you should attend it after this class. Someone is saying how to prepare notes for bio. So the thing is, you will get these notes, right? So in the class you have to pay attention to the content and to the concepts that are being told, and after the class you can refer to these notes, because everything that I annotate here, that will be given to you in the PDF form, and then you can make your own notes after the class. In that process you revise also, so that is a better approach. And okay, so if the voice is clear, you can take notes in class if my frequency and your frequency of writing and listening matches, but if it doesn't, then you can just after the class you can write down. That's not an issue. Okay, so let's start with today's class, right? So this is the lecture number 2 for cell, the unit of life. So in previous class we have studied about few of the important things, right? So I told you the difference between a micelle, the difference between micelle and liposome, right? And the bilayer of lipids that is formed, right? So if we revise it in a nutshell, what we know is for micelles, you have asymmetric lipids because they have a single fatty acid chain, that is basically you are having only a single chain of the carboxylic acid. So that's why they are asymmetric, because what happens is this head is so big and this tail is so small that it's assumed as a conical kind of a shape, right? And that is why they form these micelles, right? But if you are having symmetrical lipids, which you can visualize as perfect symmetrical cylindrical shapes, then it forms the bilayer, right? And if you put all of this in water, then it folds, and that folding that you are getting, that is nothing but your liposomes that are being formed. Now many people, so if you want to know how these liposomes are made, so there are a lot of methods, but that is not relevant for your course. But the thing is, once you these liposomes, they are used as delivery vehicles, right? Because if you imagine this liposome, so outside here you have the polar head group, right? And on the inside also you are having this polar group. So what happens if outside it is water or any aqueous environment, then also it can interact the polar group, and inside of this liposome in this cavity that you are seeing, you can have any of your material that you want to deliver. That can be your DNA, RNA, and yeah, I will recap the dilution topic. Yes, okay. So that is how you that is what you understand with these liposomes. Now you can ask me that what is the difference between liposome and the cells, right? That the cell membrane that you are having, that is a lipid bilayer, as we know. The thing is, this liposome, we are calling it as a liposome because it is having only the lipids which have formed this spherical conformation. But if you understand about the bilayer, what happens is, in this case, you not only have lipids, you have some carbohydrate, some glycolipids, some proteins as well. That's why we name it as plasma membrane. So that's why the nomenclature differs, but the concept is same, that these are symmetrical lipids, the symmetrical moieties. So if we talk about this part, so we call these molecules as amiphatic, right? Why amiphatic? Because it consists of both the polar group as well as the non-polar group, right? The non-polar part, you can call it as hydrophobic. The polar part, that you can call as hydrophilic. Now you can ask me why it is polar, right? So the thing is, these are phospholipids, right? So if you have phospholipids, here you have this phosphate group which is charged, right? So if there is a charge, it can interact with the other polar moieties, and as you know this famous line, like dissolves like, right? So polar molecules, they like to interact with polar molecules, and non-polar molecules like to interact with non-polar molecules. So this is hydrophobic, this is polar, this is hydrophilic. Because of the phosphate group, this is hydrophilic. And if we talk about the non-polar part, so here you can have again two kinds. These are long chain fatty acids, right? Long chains of carbons, correct? So yeah, correct. Liposomes are made up of lipids, Hiral, correct, right? The secretory vesicles, they are also liposomes, absolutely correct. Those are these are also vesicles, the vesicles which are used to transport the material inside the cell from the inside to the outside or vice versa. These are also liposomes or vesicles. So that is the fundamental difference. And this hydrophobic part, as I was telling, these are long chain fatty acids, right? So what happens is they can be of two types. They can be saturated fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acids. What do you understand by saturated and unsaturated? Let's test your chemistry. So what do you understand by the meaning of saturated fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acids? Can you guys comment? No, liposomes don't have any organelle. These are basically these don't have any organelle inside them. You can have some genetic material, artificially you can make it. That is what I was telling. Saturated has only single bonds, correct. Presence or absence of double or triple bonds. Right. So these have single bond between carbon, right? And unsaturated, they have double bonds between carbon, right? So that is how you classify all this. And moving on to the next thing, do you guys remember this problem? Do you guys remember? I told you this is the homework. We will discuss it in lecture 2. So the cell, we talked about the surface area to volume, right? So we talked that it is proportional to 1 by R, and cells can have two options, correct? So cells, either they can maintain a high surface area to volume ratio, their surface area can be high and volume can be less, or either they can do vice versa. They can have a lesser surface area to volume ratio, right? So these are two possibilities. So what's the answer to this? If I say it as A and I say it as B, can you guys comment what is the answer to this problem? I hope you have brainstormed about it. We will discuss it today. No, I didn't gave the answer yesterday. Today I will reveal. Okay, so I am just asking you what should be preferred. Okay. Many people are going with option number B. So let's understand, right? What is the scenario? See, so you guys imagine that you are a cell. Okay, you are a cell, right? Now you imagine first one thing. Is that visible? Yeah, I think it is visible. Yeah. So if you are a cell, so if the cell is smaller in size, smaller cell, right? So for smaller cell, what will be the case? The volume of a smaller cell will be lesser, and the surface area in comparison to volume, if we consider, it would be high. So if we talk about surface area to volume ratio for a smaller cell, this quantity is high, this quantity is less. So overall fraction increases, right? So if overall fraction increases, then what we understand from this point is that smaller cells have a high surface area to volume ratio, right? Now, what's the significance of this? So you understand it in these terms. Cell wants to have maximum volume. It wants to have all its organelles, all the chemical reactions should happen within the cell, and everything it wants to happen within the cell. So it wants a larger room. For example, if I give you a choice that you can have a 1 BHK, 2 BHK, 3 BHK flat. So what will be your first priority? If I am sponsoring, you will say, sir, we will go to a 3 BHK, right? We want a bigger room. So everyone wants a bigger room. But the thing is, in this particular case, the surface area, if we consider, this is very important, you can say, thing, that if the cell, the surface area is high, right, then what will happen? The cell can exchange the nutrients and it can sustain the inner organelles and everything that is happening inside the cell. So cell also wants increased surface area, right? Because if the surface area is more, then the cell can exchange the nutrients like oxygen, water, and all other important all other important substrates that it wants to sustain the metabolic activities of the cell. So a cell wants a high surface area and a low volume, so that it wants to have a higher surface area to volume ratio. But what happens when a cell is growing? When a cell is growing, the volume of the cell increases, but surface area does not increase proportionately, because of which what happens is that the surface area to volume ratio decreases. So this is something that happens when the cell is growing. Then the volume of the cell increases, right? Cell is growing. It is like, for example, this is the cell. It becomes like a bigger sphere. So then the surface area does not increase proportionally, but the volume increases. At that point of time, it decreases. But the favorable condition that the cell wants is this condition for a smaller cell, that it should have what you can say is, for a smaller cell what happens is the volume is less but surface area is more. And even if the volume is less, for example, if I give you 1 bhk, right, I give you a 1 bhk flat and I am saying I will give you food, I will give you electricity, Wi-Fi, Netflix, everything. But let's say I am giving you a 3 bhk but I am not giving any facility, right? So you will manage, you are a single person, you will manage in 1 bhk with all the facilities. That is better as compared to a 3 bhk with no facilities, correct? So that is what cell wants, that at lesser volume also, if the surface area is more, it can sustain its activity, it can grow, and when it is growing, this ratio decreases. So this was the concept about surface area to volume ratio, right? Correct. So yeah, people are also talking about the relationship. So surface area is proportional to r square and volume is proportional to r cube, right? Now, one important thing. So as the volume of the cell increases, right, as the volume of the cell increases, the important point is, you imagine a cell, right? This is a cell. The volume is increasing. So as the volume increases, what will increase? Can anyone comment? What will increase as the volume increases?